Hello and welcome to Last Week in Finance. Today is January 31 of 2021. Before to go to the numbers, what about Gamestop? What a crazy roller coaster ride. More on that later. Right now, let's get to the numbers. The S&P 500 went down, took a hit this week, minus 3.31%. Right now, the S&P 500 is at 3,714 points. The DXY, the US dollar index, it was flat this week, slightly up 0.33%. Right now, it remains over the 90 point mark, 90.53 to be accurate. Strange week with the commodities, especially with the metals. Gold slightly down, minus 0.33%. It's at the ounce of gold is at 1,843. However, silver went way up this week, almost 5%, 5.9% to be accurate. Right now, the ounce of silver is at $27, so a little bit curious. More on that later, of course. Copper went down almost 2%. Right now, the pound of copper is at $3.55. The West Texas Intermediate crude oil slightly up 0.34%. Right now, the barrel of crude oil is at $52.10. The yield of the 10-year Treasury bond went down percentage wise, 22 basis points, is at now an 1%, 1.064%. And of course, Bitcoin, the news the last few months went slightly up this week, 5.49%. Right now, a Bitcoin is at $33,885 per Bitcoin. Of course, the big news this week was the GameStop ride roller coaster. So I'm gonna get you a play-by-play if you didn't know what happened. Starting this week, GME, the ticket symbol for GameStop, GME was at $100 per share. Remember, this share was at $2.5. $2.5 started this week at 100, and then mostly this was motivated by this Reddit group called Wall Street Bet. So they're pushing demand for this stock, so went way up. Actually, the last 3 months, GME was around 3,000% since the 2.5% price. So Monday we get to 100 to $150 per share. At that point, it was massively overpriced. What happened? Many hedge funds get involved in the game, start putting short positions, very heavily short positions. They thought they maybe take down the stock and make a profit out of it. But what happened? The famous short squeeze. On Tuesday, stock maintained relatively flat at $100 per share. Then on Wednesday, the freak show happened. The stock started at $150 and then went way up to $360 per share. Many hedge funds took a hit on the short squeeze. Melville Capital, among Citadel, among other important hedge funds. Elon Musk actually on Wednesday, that was the day that he tweeted game stocks, and even and propel the stock even higher. Now, then pull back the stock to $300 the same Wednesday, and then close close very near to $460 per per stock price. That was on Thursday. So was GME was close to $500 per share, and then the brokers implemented restrictions on the retail traders, mostly Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, TD Ameritrade, many big time brokers for retail investors. Of course, that drove the price of GME down to $120, and then still managed the way to close above $200 per share. Then on Friday, the GME started at $200. The brokers lifted partial restrictions. I mean, this is illegal at best. And by that, the stock reached $360. And right now, the last time I checked, in Friday, closed at in Friday at $300.25 per share. So it's been a wild roller coaster. What the heck is going on? GameStop, I'm sorry, Wall Street Bets, this very famous Reddit subgroup, talks about stocks and such. It has a community around 3 million people, 3 million retail investors, small traders, you name it. And they're driving artificially the price of GME up. These big shot hedge fund managers took a shot of shorting these stocks, this stock of GME and other very special ones. We have Bed Bath and Beyond, we have Neo, the Chinese electric car development manufacturer. We have BlackBerry, we have Nokia, we have AMC, the theaters, you name it. This is crazy. I never seen anything like that. Okay, now the Wall Street bet guys apparently have a bigger fish to fry, and more on that later. So, in 1 week, GME went up 400%. And like I said before, in the last 3 months since this thing started with Wall Street bets, it's up 3,000% in the last 3 months. So it was huge. And that's not the only stock. Bed Bath and Beyond went 17% this week and 100% in the last month. All retailers that their fundamental analysis says these stocks are worthless or are have very little worth. Neo went plus 86% the last 3 months. BlackBerry 214% the last 3 months. Nokia 35%, 35.31% the last 3 months. So it's crazy. And Wall Street Bets, this red group, is talking about taking driving the price of silver up. That may have to do with the fact that silver went up almost 6% this week and gold stayed flat. So first time that I see something like that with the metals. Of course, there is the rumor on Wall Street that the big Wall Street banks are manipulating the prices of silver in order to keep it flat or low. I'm not gonna say I'm sure, but most Wall Street people think that's correct. So the next target for GameStop is driving the price of silver up. That's a different ballgame. Unlike with these small stocks, small retail stocks, that the market cap is very low. At least it was very low before they got involved. Driving the price of silver up is a total different ballgame. Remember, the market cap of silver is around, it's trillions of dollars. So it's insane to even try to do that. So let's see what's gonna happen with that. So I wanna close with another few important news this week. The jobless claims came out at 847,000, at slightly below than expected. I'm sorry. And of course, we had Wednesday, the Fed announcement, which impacted negatively the stock market. Start went down by that point. Jerome Powell said the federal fund rate is gonna be close. It's gonna remain zero bound between 0 and 0.25%. Right now, it's at 0.08%. And of course, I mean, that's the cynicism of these guys. Jerome Powell said, Fed is not driving asset prices up. So, can you believe this guy? O sea, are you for real? And I'm gonna leave with that this week. I hope you have a very nice week, nice Sunday. Enjoy your day. Please remain safe. Spend quality time with your family and your peers. And I will see you next week. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.